Hello, I'm Deborah Cedillo-Dugan, and welcome to this week's City Update. 1 in 4 women in Arizona will experience some form of domestic violence, and the city's Family Advocacy Center is doing their part to create public awareness about this issue. Now, the FAC Director Libby Bissa joins us today to tell us about this upcoming fundraising event. Libby, it's great seeing you.
Nice to see you.
Well, let's start off with the Family Advocacy Center. You do so many great things for so many families and people here in Phoenix. Give us a real quick overview.
Well, the Family Advocacy Center provides comprehensive services to victims of violent crime, including domestic violence and sexual abuse. And we work with victims. We help them safety plan, look for safe housing, obtain orders of protection, and just try and get themselves in a safe place and to be able to move forward in a world free of that violence.
And many of these victims, too, you do the actual on-site screening as well, and some health testing.
We do a safety plan and then a lethality assessment to really determine what kind of danger they're in and which avenues of safety we need to look at.
You do such a wonderful job there at the Family Advocacy Center. So this awareness that we are creating through fundraising events, you've done this before, this charity event. Tell us a little bit about what the charity event is and what this fundraising event is all about.
We've had a charity event since 2000, and it has morphed over the years to really change with the times. And we've had a partnership with the ASU School of Interior Design, and they provide students at the end of their school career who design and create and they conceptualize, and then they actually build chairs. And they're all around an idea of an artist or an art movement, and then conceptualizing the issue of domestic violence within that art.
Okay, that's why. What is it? How's the tie-in between domestic violence and the chairs? What's the actual tie-in?
Well, really, it's just to take the theme of the artwork and then to say how would I use that in the issue of domestic violence, and how would I look at that. We have one chair that will be sold this year that's a very tall chair, and it's about climbing out of the violence and then to sit really at a pinnacle where you're free from the violence and you can see beyond it. So they all have different kind of themes and theories, but it's about the art and the marrying of that into an idea and a concept.
So talk about the actual event itself. You have the charity event, and you also have a musical theatrical at the Herberger. How are you marrying the two together?
Well, this year is the first year we have done a play, but it is called Domestic Violence, the Musical, and it's about a domestic violence relationship and kind of the dynamics of such a relationship and how that can affect one particular couple. And the idea is really that once you put something into an art form, television, movies, anything like that, it really hits you in a different place than maybe you would have understood in a different way. So the musical is profound and really is impactful. The play is actually written by parents of an individual who was killed in a domestic violence relationship, and so they now produce this play across the country.
Wow! And so it's a traveling with the same actors then, or do they pick up people at the different locations?
They do have. They tend to have the same actors, but they do have different ones depending on the location and timing.
Okay, so then you have the musical, the play, the actual the domestic violence, and then you have the chairs on display at the Herberger. How's that going to work on the evening, and when's the date?
The date is May 29th at the Herberger at 6 p.m. and we will have the chairs on display, and then they will be auctioned off at the event. So first we'll have a cocktail reception, and then the play, and then the auction.
Okay, let's talk about information, prices. All the money, 100% goes to the FAC, or where does the money go to?
The money does go to the FAC, and it allows us to enter into new programs, to do pilots. We're working on an order of protection pilot right now. It's not funded through any other purpose, and so this would enable us to have additional staffing and or to provide additional services to victims who are in need.
So as far as expenses to the city, as far as the FAC, has this pretty much been, it's all in kind through the ASU and the Herberger? How does that work?
That's right. So we have sponsors, and there's no cost to the city. It's really to provide additional services that would not be part of a normal city budget.
Oh, that's wonderful. Have you seen the play or read the script?
I've not seen the play, but I've heard wonderful things about it.
And one last question too, how are the chairs actually selected? How many, I know there are students that are actually designing, but is it only a select few that actually gets into the actual, or does everybody, whoever wants to do design, are involved?
Everybody who is in that final year program and participates in this class is part of a team to design a chair. So in the last year of the class, we had 3 chairs that were designed and created.
And how many chairs this year?
3 brand new ones, and then we'll have 4 legacy chairs, which are oldies but goodies, that we'll be putting out for sponsorship. And you can have them for a year, and then they'll rotate to the next buyer the next year.
And I think we have a couple of those at City Hall right now currently,
We do.
don't we? Yes. Will there be anything else maybe I missed that you'd like to talk about or just mention with this charity event or the FIC?
No, we just really invite you to attend the event and enjoy yourself. There will be lovely food and a nice venue, and we really anticipate that it'll be a great time.
Well, we wish you well, and who doesn't love the Herberger? And you got the play and the theater all mixed in one, so good luck to that event.
Thank you.
It's for a worthy cause. Now, this charity raises funds for domestic violence victims. Both the charity and the theatrical musical will be on Thursday, May 29th at the Herberger Theater. For more information on this event, you can visit herbergertheater.org. For City Update, I'm Deborah Cedillo Dugan.